Hello, welcome to the third video on Python for beginners. In this video, I'll show you how to use strings in Python. Strings can be enclosed in either single quotes or double quotes. So let's see an example. So I can type single quote Python and end single quote, and when I press enter, it will print the string. I can also do double quotes. So I'll type double quotes, Python and double quotes. Now when I press enter, it will again print the same string. There's also a print function. So I can type print and in the bracket I can type a quote, Python, closing quote and closing bracket. Now when I press enter, it will print the same string. But there's a difference. In the first one, it will show these quotes, but when we use print, it will not show these quotes, but it will just show the string. Now, let's see how we can use the backslash operator. So suppose we want to use a special character. So let me type an example. So I'll type single quote doesn't. Then if I need to type doesn't, so I need to put an apostrophe or a quotation mark. But if I put that, then it will end with a string. How do I do it without putting the end of a string? For that, I need to put a backslash and then I can put the apostrophe or quotation mark, T, and then the ending quote. Now if I press enter, it will print the correct doesn't. Next, let's see how we can use multiple lines in a string. So let me set a variable for that. So I'll type s is equal to, I'll type, so in single quotes, I'll type, this is the first line. And if I need to do another line, I need to do backslash n. Now I can type the second line. This is the second line. Now I can end the quote and press enter. Now it set the string to the s variable. If I type s and press enter, it will print the string, but you'll notice that it's still a single line. How do we remove it and take it as two lines? For that, we need to use the print function. So I can type print, and in the brackets, I can type s and closing brackets, and now if I press enter, we can see that this is the first line and this is the second line. Now, so let's try another example. So I'll type print and in the brackets I'll type a single quote. I can type C colon backslash sum backslash name. Now when I put the ending quote and the brackets and I press enter, you can see that it divided this string into two parts because we have slash n coming here. How do we make it so that it still prints as one single line? In that case, we need to use the row variable. For that, we type print and before the string, we need to type r and then we can simply type the string. So again, C colon sum name. I can end the quotation marks and put the brackets. Now if I press enter, we can see that it printed this as a single line. String literals can span multiple lines. Let's see how we can do that. So I'll take another example. Type print and bracket. We can use either triple single quotes like this or triple double quotes like this. I'm going to use double quotes. Now if you want to use multiple lines, I can put the backward slash and then I can press enter. Now I can type my string. So this is the first line. Then when I press enter, I can type this is the second line and this is the third line. Now I can just close it with 3 double quotes, put the bracket, and when I press enter, you can see that it will print this line by line, and the first line after the backslash is ignored. Now let's see how we can concatenate 2 or more string literals. So I'll type a string literal here. So I'll type pi and I'll close it. Then I can just put a space. Next string literal, can type th, close it, space. Again, I can type quote O n. Now, if I press enter, it will concatenate all these 3 string literals and convert it into 1 string literal. Now, let's see how we can add and how we can multiply these strings. So I can type suppose 3 into, so I'll type a string literal, I'll type un, then I can type plus another string literal ium. Now if I press enter, it will multiply un 3 times, so un, and then it will add that with ium. So I'll get this answer. Now let's see how we can break down strings. So if we have a long string, how can we break it down? Well, it's simple. So we can type print. So I'll type this is a long sentence. Then I can type end it and I can press enter. Now I can type this, again quotes, this is divided. Now I can close it and put the parenthesis. Now if I press enter, it will make it into 1 string and it will show it here. So this is a long sentence and this is divided. So I joined these two together to form this long sentence. You can also add a string literal and a variable. For example, I'll set a variable here. So s is equal to pi. Now I can type s plus a string literal. So type ton. Now when I press enter, it will concatenate these 2 strings. But if I type s and ton, then it will show an error because it's invalid. Now let's see how we can index strings. For that, first I'll set a variable, so I'll type word is equal to double quotes python ending quotes and press enter. First we can find out the number of characters in this string by typing len, and in the brackets we can type the variable, in our case it's word, closing brackets. Now if I press enter, it will give 6 because Python has 6 characters. So Python, that is 6 characters. Let's see how we can index them. Suppose I wanted to get the first letter of the string. For that I can do word and square brackets, can type 0, end square brackets, and if I press enter, it will take the first character and print it here. Indexing starts from 0 and not 1. So if I want the last character, since we have 6 characters in our word, instead of typing 6, I can type word square brackets 5. So this will return the last character, which is n. Next, let's talk about slicing. Using slicing, we can get a substring. So I can type word and I just want the characters from the 0th character, which is P, to T. For that, I can type 0 and a colon. Then I can type 2, which is technically the 3rd character. And I can close the brackets and press enter. Now we can see that it will print the characters between P, Y and T. So we can notice that it will include the first character, which is 0, but it excludes the last character we specified, which is 2. And the second character is T. So this is slicing. Now let's see how we can replace characters using indexes. So let me define string literal. So I'll type I'll type quote C and quote, then plus, can type word and get first character, put a colon and close it. Now what this will do is it will replace this P in Python to a C. If I press enter, it will print Python. So that's all for this video. Thank you.